Hello everybody, I'm Dr. Kwan with VetScoop, and I brought you into my kitchen here in my home because I want to talk a little bit about toxic food items. Yes, there's a lot of things that are potentially poisonous to our pets, and they're lurking right here very often in our own kitchen. And sometimes they're not obvious. It could be something in the fruit salad, and I'll mention what that is in a second, or in mom's famous Thanksgiving stuffing. And to help you remember this, I have a little funny acronym. Yes, it's silly, but it will imprint on you to help you remember some of the more common toxic food items. The acronym is MOM, GANG, X. Yes, MOM, M-O-M, GANG, G-A-N-G, X. Let's start with MOM. So M in MOM starts with macadamia nuts. Those are potentially toxic. O is for onions, and the second M is for mushrooms. On to GANG. G, grapes and raisins. And yes, that is an item we sometimes see in fruit salad. Sometimes it just takes one or two grapes to potentially cause a toxic event in dogs. Kidney issues. Some dogs can eat a bushel of grapes, and in some dogs it just takes potentially one grape to cause a toxic event, even a lethal event. All right, on to A. A stands for avocado. It's usually not the flesh of the avocado, it's the pit. N is for nutmeg. And the last G in GANG is garlic. All right, onto the X, which sort of stands alone. It's not necessarily a food item. X stands for xylitol. Xylitol is a sugarless sweetener that we'll see in gum, sometimes candy, and it is very dangerous. It can cause hypoglycemia and liver disease in an animal, a pet, that may potentially ingest this. So yes, all these things fairly common in a kitchen, all of them potentially toxic to your pets. Be on the lookout, especially during events, barbecues, holidays, Christmas, Thanksgiving. When kids are walking around with these things drop on the floor. Some dogs like to counter surf and jump up on the counter and grab and sneak something off the counter quickly. You don't know what it is. The best thing to do is to keep these things out of reach, out of sight for our pets, and it keeps them safer. And you can avoid a visit to your veterinarian, especially an emergency visit, and have a potentially very bad night. Most people know or have heard of that chocolate is toxic, and it is. It's dose dependent, so it depends on how much a certain size dog potentially ingests. Dark chocolate is much worse. Milk chocolate, no, not so bad, but in some cases it takes just a very small amount of dark chocolate in a very small dog to be potentially lethal. And then remember MOM, GANG, X. That acronym may save you one day. Keep those food items away. So with any luck and success, if you remember those tips, you can avoid a potential frantic emergency visit to your veterinarian. With VetScoop, I'm Dr. Kwan.